When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So SMU's offense comes onto the field first today. And Jesse, if there's an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the FIU Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly talented. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did in high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did in high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Tight end now in motion. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's strong. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Running to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida International. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he makes the extra point.
SMU 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Makes it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the ground with the back. Inside the 15. Man, he's got 40. Yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's looking to throw. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes in between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 14 to Alabama.
They'll run it from the gun.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Caught at the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, FIU. That That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This sophomore behind center has been surgical in his performance. The passing game, oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
SMU 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Got the quick pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end. And with the
wide open on the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
35. SMU 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's strong. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's strong. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it for a big play. Open space in the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida International.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the 1st half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
International 49, SMU 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to...
Turning it on! The 40! And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
On the play. It's a turnover on downs.
The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Line is set on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The screen, and watch out. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
Snagged in the middle. It's strong. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Grabbed behind the line. It's strong. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Everett. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They just keep firing. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Big guy smells it. And he'll go doorstep. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, FIU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. He's at touchdown, Panthers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Green. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and which is made close to the 30-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
That pass is well off target and he got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. FIU will line up to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Hill. He's got him this time. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the sneak for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front.
Gashing the D on the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week one, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
SMU 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just plowing ahead. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did